application portal, and then 1 minute. I'll just stop share for some time, and I'll just get back to it. Okay, so 1 minute. Sorry for that. So basically, you gotta have your all transcripts. So two things that you have to have is your login credentials sent by NYU. If you didn't receive them, email them as soon as possible. Because like there are some cases they just they just forget to send some things for students. So if you are just like part of that extremity, then just go instantly email them. That's like must, that's must. So yeah, you gotta email them. And if your transcripts are not ready, then just go and ask them. Ask your counselors to get your transcripts. Otherwise, you will not like potentially succeed. So yeah. So I'll just start sharing now as well. Oh, see, share screen. Okay. Begin. So here they just ask you high school graduation date, and if you are gap year student, for like 1 year gap year student, then you just gotta go with 2026 May. If you are just current student, then just go 2026 May. And like there are high schools. Like that means the number of schools that you studied since you started 8th grade. For example, you studied 8th grade in public school and then went to Lyceum, for example, in 10th grade. That means like you have studied in two different schools, and you gotta choose 2 schools and go with like both of those schools. And then for that school, you gotta choose the number of things. Like you guys have to choose number grades, because as long as your scale is not rigorous, like all like as long as you don't study A levels or any like IB or that kind of things, then you just gotta go number grades, and that's it. My school follows a calendar year. That's this one, because this one is like different. This one is US system. You just gotta go this. And if you are gap year students, then you just gotta go here. And you don't have to have this, because like GPA will be automatically converted. And this one is like this one is important, because you just gotta go here. You just gotta like assign number grades to grades. For example, like it's 1 to 5, from 1 to 5, and you just gotta say like 1 is what, B is what, C is what like GPA grade, and that's it. So yeah, you just gotta go here, and then here your GPA and stuff like that, and your second school if you have one, and like the same for this one, and you gotta go to enter coursework. So basically the thing you gotta consider is let's just go with this. That's like not mine, that I just like grabbed it from Nurbeck, so shout out to Nurbeck, he's a good guy. So yeah, you just gotta go like here, you just gotta give additional information about grades, and that's it. You just gotta save it. And here like it's like the most important part. You just gotta go to coursework, and you go here, and you just start like, for example, this, and this one. You just gotta go to edit that year, only that year, specific year, and education system. For example, if you are like if you just go to Asia, for example, we just gotta go to Southeast Asia, and you see like there is no our school system, like there is no Uzbekistan school system. The closest thing you can have is that Kazakhstan attestat, but that's not also like considered for us. You just gotta choose other, and and that's it. If you are here, you just gotta choose the year you have to like equivalent to US grade. For example, like US ninth grade means Uzbekistan eighth grade, and you just gotta choose this. If you are ninth grade in that year, if you are 10th grade that year, you just gotta choose high school 11th grade, and that's it. Like our educational system is 1 year before. Like if you are ninth grade in our system, that means you are 10th grade in US system. If you are 10th grade in our system, that means you are 11th grade in US system. That's how it's gonna work. I know, like I think most of you know that about that thing, and yeah. Then you came here, you just come here, and you just gotta choose subject. For example, the thing is, I'm just gonna explain everything in here. If you are taking like mathematics, algebra, or geometry, you just gotta go to mathematics. If it's like that, biology, physics, chemistry, that kind of things, astronomy, that kind of things, so you just gotta go to choose science. History, like if that's like, how can I say, history, business, not business, history, economics, or how can I say, like there is hukuk and stuff like that. That's just social studies. Languages, Uzbek language, native language, and that kind of things. Computer science is computer science. Business, but like majority of our school, like majority of schools in Uzbekistan doesn't have business, so you just gotta go over with it, and you gotta have to report music if you have music, if you study music, and physical education, and other subject areas like we have tarbiyas, character education, or we have, how can I say, military preparation, that kind of, how can I say, like really necessary subjects, and you gotta choose other subject area for that. And let's just go with like military training for that course, and you gotta go here, other, and you gotta go here, like which one? Here you have to search for the type of content you have to, like, yeah, here, military science, because like that's military related thing. And course name exactly as it appears on your transcript. So let me just get my transcript ready. I'll just go here, and I'll just go there. I'll just go to transcript. No, like I'll just open my transcript here. Okay. 1 minute. So like that's my transcript. Like that's basically my transcript. You just gotta go here. For example, that year I didn't have military preparation, for example. It just have to be exactly as it in your transcript. You just gotta go here, and you just say like military preparation. If it's like, it should have been written military preparation in your transcript, and it should not be different from your, how can I say, from your transcript, same transcript. Proficiency level, if it's Uzbekistan's basic system, you just gotta go basic. You just gotta go basic. If it's like AP, then you just gotta go AP. How can I say it? Like this? If you study at the, how can I say, like those Al-Khwarizmi or that kind of things, and your subject is mathematics or that kind of stuff, then you gotta go to, like they should have been advanced. Yeah, this advanced. If you take AP, then AP. If you study A level, then okay. Then you have chosen different thing here. And course length, yearly, full year. Because if you take different subjects each semester, for example, if you choose different subject each semester, then you gotta go choose semester. Otherwise, it's not like this. Language of instruction, it's Uzbek for sure. So it's Uzbek. And here, education system, curriculum. You just go here, like maybe Oh, this is not like this. So like this stars changed from last year. Like last year it was different actually from this year. So that's why like I just have like some doubts. So we just gotta go here and other, this one, and that's it. You just gotta go here, view your scale you entered. Like there is options, you know, there's options. If you have, you just gotta go with school scale you entered. If yours is IGCSE or A levels, then you just gotta choose among them. And for final grade, you just gotta choose your grade. Or if you didn't have grade for this, then you can just choose like the applicable things. For example, medical excuse, pass and fail, or like this kind of thing. This is not like real related to us, not related. Uh, Incomplete if you just dropped out, no grade. Like if it's not given grade, but it will be given grade because you know like you are just copying what's in your transcript and that's it. And uh, if you have medical excuse, then just go with medical excuse. And yeah, that's it. If you didn't have your score yet, for example, majority of our like scores will be released at the end of the year. And if you didn't get your scores yet, just goes in progress, and that's it. Here, you should have this one is predicted scores for what? It's for A levels, AP, and that like this. You didn't take it that kind of thing. Like um, this is not predicted grade, and this is not online, and that's it. You just gotta go save course, and that's it. That's it for stars. Like that's not like much of headache, and yeah, just be like honest with your transcript because you know you have to match your transcript. You have to match. They will check. They will like check grade by grade. They'll check grade by grade, and that's like how it's gonna work. They'll check. They'll just go here and like they'll not check manually. They'll just put it to their like there is like program like this. They'll just go to that and they'll just check the grade. And if you lied, you just gotta explain. So you just gotta like how can I say copy all those things, all those grades, and that's it. Okay, so and if you just go like this, you just finish. Uh, you just go to back to summary. Yeah, that's like this. You just go back to summary, and you know once your things are ready, once like all the things are ready for you, then you just gotta go here, review and submit, and that's it. Like there is no different things. Like there is no much. There is not like it's not really sophisticated or stuff like that. So yeah. Okay. Then you have to wait. You have to wait because you know we hear his like that Nurbek's application portal, and you know it should be checked, but it's not checked yet. You know, deadline is 10th. If deadline is 10th, you gotta complete it by tomorrow. Because you know, it takes 1-2 days to be processed. It's like it takes 24 hours or 48 hours to be processed, usually. And you have to finish it considering that like time frame. So you know, you just gotta finish it by tomorrow evening. And that's it. There is not much like to how can I say to mm, just yap about it and that's it. I guess like that's it with our stars. But if you have like any stars related question, then just go on with it. Like, you just can give it to me. You can just go to a Telegram channel and open the comment section up and yeah, just go with your question. So if you have questions, then just go on. I'll just wait for your questions. So basically, masters is something like different, you know. I don't have many informations about masters, like, but deadlines are still like different. You gotta check for deadlines, and I guess like there is not kind of there is even if there is starts for the masters, then you gotta have your university transcripts, and master system like works completely different because you know like if like till recently it's like a credit module system in Uzbekistan, but if you are from like Soviet era, like it's like from really old fashioned style of university, then you gotta have you gotta check everything from your transcript, and that's it. That's how it's gonna work. Okay, for class of 29. I'm not. I didn't count, but like there is 20 of us around, like Uzbeks. Because you know, last year in NYU Shanghai, like there was different case. You know, like usually NYU Shanghai accepts 500 students. Like class size is really limited. You know, there is 250 Chinese students and 250 international students. Like you don't know how it's gonna work out. So class size is really small, and like in average class like there is at most 20 students in one class, so like professor will remain like remember all of your names, and like that's how it's gonna work. But like last year it accepted 750 students instead of 500 because like you know university just won one court case, means like they just won court, like they just won sued against other like corporation institution, and with that like they just received money, like more money than they usually had, and with that like they were able to accept more students, and that's why like they accepted more Uzbek, Kazakh, Mongol, and Kyrgyz students people. You know, like there is also like US students, lots of US students accepted, but that's not like because of financially. That's because of only like the spaces, like the places were open for us. You know, like it's easier for Uzbek students to get into NY Shanghai than US students. Yeah, yeah. Transcript through counselor's account is enough, but if you get accepted, then you gotta work on like more professional, because you know like you just gotta send it to one thing called commission of examination. That means like they'll just check your transcript one by one professionally, like that are professional supervisors that work in another universities and institutions. They'll just check your transcript manually, and the university pays for that, like for that checkup. So for that, only through counselor's account is enough. But if your counselor's account is not like professional, then you just gotta go and explain. I guess like you just gotta email the university. You know, if like your counselor's account is gmail.com, then you gotta explain it, and you just gotta text, and I guess you just gotta explain it, because you know like that's not professional way to do that. So basically, yes. So basically, like I had 1530 SAT. That was like that was I didn't include it in stars, because you know like that's not included. That you'll not include that in stars. That's not how it's gonna work. And also I had like first year I had A levels, AS levels. Like that's AS levels. I'll just show it right away. Like yeah, there is space called AS levels. And in that AS level section, you will not write Uzbekistan system. You will just write Cambridge. Like there is separate place for Cambridge AES levels, and I just had like three AS levels A, and also I had three A levels A. That's like that was predicted. I just like went with predicted A levels, because you know like you will not have your scores when you're applying. They'll just be released after you graduate. So I just go with predicted scores of that. And yeah, I just had IELTS. And by the way, you have to send your IELTS to the university ASAP if you didn't send. If yours is BC, then you just gotta go to BC's website, and you just gotta go to choose NYU main campus, not Shanghai. You just gotta go to choose NYU, and you just gotta send your score. If it's IDP through Telegram bot, you know, like you just gotta go and you just gotta like choose the university, and you just gotta send, and that's it. But for SAT, you're not gonna send, even though you like went with your SAT score being, how can I say, being considerate. But uh, if you get accepted, then you will just send your SAT score, paying $15. But for now, it's not necessary. So yeah, that's like basically it. I was not like I didn't have APs. I just had like A levels because I was presidential school kid. That's it. Yeah, like for masters, you just have to be really good. I guess like your score should be more than 3.5 to get considered for the scholarship. Your GPA should be more than 3.5. So you just gotta keep your GPA above that limit, above that requirement. So that's it. Yeah. That's like how it's gonna work. Like they'll just compare, I guess. I don't know, cause no, like I was not in the admissions office, but like the last time I visited the admissions office in NYU Shanghai, as I just said that they will uh, check it through automatization. Like there are thousands, 10,000 like students applying to NYU like network, NYU Abu Dhabi, NYU Shanghai main campus, and like they'll not be able to check it manually, so they'll just put it to the application, to the program. I don't know which kind of program is that, and they'll just check that for them, and that's it. That's how it's gonna work. Yeah, of course, you just gotta like mention that because you you took that A level while studying at that school, so you are still like student of that school, so you gotta report your A level or AS level score if you got one, even AP. So yeah, you just gotta report them if you had one. If you had one. And yeah, you gotta choose Cambridge International. If you took with Cambridge International, then you just gotta choose Cambridge. Then if you just want to as Pearson, there is like other examination boards, and that's you just gonna go for that. Yeah, as I said, like IELTS, BC through website. Uh, if you got AP, then you just gotta go with that. How can I say that? Stars, and also if you have your SAT being considered for that university, then you will just wait. If you just get accepted, then you will send. If you don't get accepted, then you don't have to send it. Like, what do you mean? In applicant portal, like it's still asking your transcripts. Then that means like your counselor didn't send it. Otherwise, like it should have checked. It should have been checked. So yeah, it's probably like system related or your counselor related. Just email the university then. You'll just ask, my net ID, like the thing you provided with me is like this. Can you just check that whether my transcripts were submitted or not? Because you can't know. You can't know. You can't. I can't even know like what was the mistake about. So, like as far as I know, like if there is 20 students, like 10 of them went with their SAT, like 10 of them just went like SAT optional, test optional. Like some of them got IELTS 7, some of them 7.5, and that means like even though you don't have IELTS, then you just yeah, of course you can get accepted in Shanghai, and that's it. Yeah, and the good thing is like from this year, like you also have early scholarship. Even though you don't get a full tuition scholarship, then you just gotta go apply to NY early scholarship. And if you win like early scholarship, they'll just cover the rest for you. What's your major? So my major is like economics, like primary major, but I'm thinking like about maybe doing double major in double major in data science, or minor in data science. I'll just think about it. I'll just like look at my mood, like it's like really hard to study here because of Chinese. You gotta learn Chinese. Of course, if you just apply ED2, like your score will be like, of course, will be higher than RD, because like you are just saying if I just if you are just applying saying that if you just give me money, I'll just do whatever you want, and that's it. Like they'll just give you money and they'll just accept you, and that's it. For ED, it's like that. If you just get enough scholarship, then you can't reject. So you just gotta watch out. And your ED2 score, the ED2 chance will of course be higher, but not than ED1 score. ED1 chance. ED1 chance is of course higher. Is it fun to put on the session for the score? Yeah, of course. From high school, for example, from which year you got to eighth grade, being student of that school. That's date. That's date. And if you, I'll just give you some tips. Like if you attended like one school for uh, maybe 1 month and just change school, then that means like you can't include like you may just ignore the first school because like your scores will be released by the second school because at the end of the year your how can I say like your tabel and your Shahzod all will be like how can I say like just transferred to that school. So if you just study at one school like for 1 or 2 months just for fun, then you just don't include it. That's just like a little bit tip. GPA might be a problem, yes, because like the NYU Shanghai just wants students to be like academically strong, and that's it. You just have to have your GPA fixed. Or you just can say that like I just messed up with that subject with a proper explanation because like I just had like some GPA being my GPA being low because I just had a medical excuse for that and I just explained that to university and they just perfectly said like that's fine. And with that like I just explained why my GPA was lower. Like for the first year I just got to the presidential school and that's it. Yeah, like qualifications I just like told above. I just got SAT 1530, IELTS 7.5, and A levels, and some extracurriculars and essays, and that's it. Is it fun to put in section? Yeah, okay. What's your major? As I said, like my major is economics. But like if you are thinking about doing minor or concentration, then I guess like you gotta reconsider your choices because like in NYU Shanghai's degree, in NYU's degree, like in any of NYU's degree, your minor will not be recorded. Your minor and concentration will not be recorded. That means like if you took minor, your minor will not be included in your diploma. That means if you took economics as a major and, for example, finance as a minor, they'll just say that you just majored in economics and that's it. That means like they'll not show your diploma will not show that you have minored in finance. So you gotta do like if you are in license, you gotta do either uh, double major or minor. I mean, either double major or like nothing if you want it to be reflected on your diploma. But like your scores, your minor concentration, all those things will for sure will be included in transcript. That's for sure. So, yeah. How do we submit predicted grades for A-levels for private candidates? So predicted scores, and you just gotta you just gotta go ask your teachers about it. Like you just gotta go ask your teachers, like, please give me that A star. Because like if you are just going with predicted, then you just gotta go with A star. If you are just if your score is A star, if your predicted score is A star, then if your score is B, then that's okay. But if you like reported A and your score A star and your score is like D or E, then they'll just take an action. They might revoke your admissions because they're not low as well. They're just like intelligent like people. So you can't just cut corners like that. But for predicted grades, I would encourage go either A star or A, not B, because like predicted B is like it looks like really bad on admissions officers' eyes. So just go with A. So you just gotta go ask your teacher, just give me some okay, so like predicted scores, and you'll just like there is checklist of that, and you will just email it to the university. Deadline for ED2, I guess it's like November 5th or something. Let me just check out. It's not like that's I just forgot them. NYU ED2 deadline. Yeah, it's January 1. There's a January 1. So yeah, you just gotta get your things ready till that. Don't make it like don't just push it till the last day. So yeah. Oh, let me just get back to the questions. If I just self-reported my IELTS score and uploaded my unofficial certificate in application portal of NYU, is it enough or still I have to send it? Yeah, you have to send it to British Council, like they are just saying like official IELTS score, you just gotta send it. You're just sending your like unofficial scores just for the reference. So they'll just know that, oh, you got 7.5, but if you got 7.5, but otherwise like, you just gotta report it through BC because like that's official and that's like more formal. Of course, bro, of course. Presidential school is like enough dimension. So that's I'm not hating like public schools, but like presidential schools have more opportunities in terms of academics, in terms of everything. A levels is like it's much renowned than public school like system, Uzbekistan system. So if you have A levels, if you have your A levels or AS levels, or like from this year, like they are having IGCSE, that means like the presidential schools might be beast like in future, like there might be less competition. But if you try, like some of the presidential school kids will not choose to study abroad because like they'll just say, oh, let me just stay in Uzbekistan, just go to New Uzbekistan or West or Central Asian, I don't know. So sometimes they might choose this, but you have chance. If you try, like you have chance. But if you just go with your, how can I say, like public school system, public school curriculum, and sorry, and take additional tests like AP, SAT, and A levels, like that. That's just like so. How can I say, like that's so cool. That's like, okay, the admissions officer will just say, wow, because like you are just managing your education at the school and you're also studying AP, like which is not offered. So you're just going beyond the limits, and that's what they want to see. Specialized schools as well, like Al Khwarazmi, because like they because like the admissions officers will probably know that their academic system will be much better. So much like, how can I say, much mm, how can I say, like much intensive, yeah, something like this. No, 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 not all unis have stars. Like that's limited. Some of the universities accept stars through Common App. Like there is place in Common App. You have to fill out stars. You just gotta go and add Arizona State University and University of Minnesota. They have those kind of things. Because average Uzbek just applies to Arizona State University just to get considered to meet the scholarship. If they're not like super good, or if they're not like son of or daughter of millionaire, and they're just gonna for sure apply to Arizona State University, and they'll just go with Elliott to be safe, and that's like proper option actually. Maybe like not Arizona State University, like there are a whole lot of universities out there in US or in like UK or Europe. So you just gotta consider all the chances. Like for that obligation cycle, like you have Turkey bursları. If you really want to study abroad, you have Turkey bursları, you have Stipendium Hungarico, you have like that like common up style universities that give you full ride. You have Qatar universities, you have Saudi universities. If you want to make that, you have Korean universities. If you want to make that, you will make. You have like more than enough opportunities to go out and just study, like to have experience in the, how can I say, like abroad and study abroad. That's like really fun. It's like really cool to study abroad. Like in addition, in addition with like increasing your local value, it also increases like your thinking. That might sound like cliche, but like that's so cool to study abroad. So if you just really want to go outside, like just go abroad, then you just gotta apply. But yeah, like you have a really good chance to go abroad with all the opportunities available now. You just gotta check out for them. What's your IELTS score? Like that depends on your IELTS score. If your IELTS score is like less than 7.5, then I guess like your chances might be a little bit off. But yeah, you still have a chance because like if your GPA is good, that's good. But like it's not only about GPA and IELTS. Like they'll also take it, like they'll just also have a look at your activities, personal statement, supplementals, and all those things. So if you just maximize everything, your personal statement, your extracurricular activities, everything, your IELTS, GPA, SAT, then yeah. If you don't have SAT and you have IELTS 7.5 with 5.50 GPA, then just work on your activities, honors, supplemental essays, and personal statement, and that's it. Oh, I see. If it's like private tutors, then you just gotta go to email to the university, I guess. Yeah, unofficially email it to university. But I don't know about this one because like my counselor sent my A-level predicted scores, so um, just go on a GPT and just hit the GPT, say that, hey, just how do I submit my predicted A levels, and yeah. Okay, so let me just get back to questions. Mm-hmm. So how should we calculate units credits? Like you don't have units, you don't have credits. If you not if you're not university students, if you are university student, then you will not submit transcript. So if you are public school student, just leave that space blank or like write NA. I'll just write this. Yeah, this NA. Not assigned, this one. Just write NA to that place. So they'll just know that your how can I say, like, your school does not give you credit, does not give you unit, and that's it. Yeah, yeah. I'm studying at NYU Shanghai. I'm freshman this year. No, no, no. If your score is below 1500, what kind of below? If your score is like 1480 or 1490, then I guess like you can submit it because like it doesn't make much difference between 1500 plus and 1480. But if it's between 14 and 1450, then I guess you just gotta go with test optional. And once you get accepted, then just send your SAT score because if you send your SAT score, they'll just consider your SAT score and they'll just place you out of pre-calculus. That means like that you will not you will not study pre-calculus, like which is requirement core curriculum course for NYU Shanghai mathematics. So you will just study less of mathematics if you just send your uh, SAT score, and if your SAT math score is more than 780, more than or equal to 780. But if it's 14 or 1450, then just go with SAT optional, test optional. No, no, no. There's nothing like predicted IELTS score. If you study at the English school, for example, like private English schools or presidential schools, then you can just say predicted IELTS score. But otherwise, no. If you don't have like IELTS score, just go with Duolingo. They'll just give you your score in like 1 or 2 days. But that's not like encouraged, but that's one way to do that. So yeah. No, you don't. You should like that's not must to have SAT yet, but I'm thinking like it's gonna be from next year. They're also going to switch to SAT, or all the universities just abandon the policy of SAT because like there are lots of leaks around the SAT. So like they can't really classify which score was uh, pure. How can I say, like hard work? Which score was uh, leak? So yeah. But I think like SAT is losing its credibility, so you guys gotta switch to AP, A level, and other things instead of like just wasting your energy right onto SAT. SAT is like just SAT have just became a thing like IELTS. Because like IELTS is mandatory for the university as admissions, and SAT is also 1500 plus SAT is also. So if you just like work a little bit on SAT, then you'll just get your SAT score. Like there's nothing like really hard about this. So yeah, yeah. It does not mean it's like it's sent because like it depends on the date you sent. If you sent it like in Monday, then your scores will be sent to the university by Sunday, by Saturday. I mean, actually, because like that's the British Council says it will be sent in 3-4 working days, and working days means like weekdays, not weekends. So not including weekends. So if you just send it in Monday, and you'll just make sure that the university organizer like just received your score in Saturday or Friday or even Thursday. It depends on the how fast the PC acts, like how enthusiastically they act. What extracurricular activities have you done? How important are they? So like I'll not publicly share my extracurricular activities. But my top extracurricular activity was I had startup related to investment, and I just like included that startup in my personal statement. Like I just revolved my personal statement around that project, and that project like was really good because I just like won some like 2 or 3 honors with that. I just won some startup competitions. I just like won funding from that, and yeah, that kind of things. And the rest of my extracurricular activities were like some clubs, and I just like did 2 or 3 research there. And I just like mentioned me being tour guide in Samarkand because like I just had this. I just was just going on like just yapping to a random tourist in Samarkand in Registrar Square. Like I was just like disturbing them with like I didn't like with Samarkand's history, Uzbekistan's culture and history. All I don't know like whether there was interest or not. I didn't care. I just was talking with them like nonstop just to increase my speaking and just to how can I say like just to have fun actually. Just like how can I say just communicating with like foreigners is really how can I say is just a cool thing. We will just go more like go beyond than usual 70-75 thing to I'm gonna say like more global issues, like more cultural, how can I say like shared things. So yeah, that's like more fun to speak with, to have a conversation with foreigners, and that's it. What's the difference between studying usual Chinese university and NYU Shanghai? So like admissions is like really easy to usual Chinese universities because like if you just have IELTS more than 6, you will just get full tuition, and how can I say like, you'll just get full tuition, and they'll just give you stipend like each month. So like you'll just spend at most $1,000 a year just for your how can I say like flight from Uzbekistan to China, and that's it. Because, but the thing is, like, opportunities are way high. NYU Shanghai gives you NYU university degree, like NYU main campus degree. That means like one of the most valuable degrees, and NYU Shanghai degree. That means like joint university degree, and East China Normal University degree. Like that's one of the top universities in China, East China University, and you'll also receive diploma from that university. So basically, studying at NYU Shanghai, you'll just receive 3 diplomas. But in studying in Chinese university, you'll just receive one. And coming to opportunities as well, like in usual Chinese universities, your classes will be more in Chinese because like you just have to go to usual Chinese universities and study language course in first year, and you gotta study like other subjects in Chinese in the next coming years. So that's how it's gonna work. You will not study in English in like most of them, but there are some universities where we can study in English. And like academics is, I guess like standards are more or less same, but Chinese universities just cover like more of Chinese things than global things. For example, like in Chinese universities, you will not choose subjects directly. For example, you will have a chance to choose, but in NYU Shanghai, like you're just studying more colorful curriculum. Like you will not only will be stick with, for example, if your major is economics, you will not only be stick with macroeconomics, microeconomics, econometrics, principles of advanced economics, intermediate economics, not only economics course. You may take like courses like global perspectives on society, which like you will just focus on issues around the world through like text. Like that's like adabiyat, but like it's really more like it's really fun. And you may just take courses like technology related to technology. You may just take courses related to, I can say like natural sciences. You may take the courses related to history, but in Chinese university, it's not like this. It's not how it's going to work. And opportunity wise, like you can study away at like another universities, like in another sites. For example, being NYU Shanghai students, you can study like one whole year for 2 semesters in another semester in another like campuses. You can go to NYU main campus, NYU City. Like you'll just get your visa straight away. Like you will not have visa problems. You may go to Abu Dhabi, or you may just go to any of those 15 campuses around the world. And for you can do J terms, like you can just go to 1 month, like 3 weeks or 1 month for another one of those 15 campuses to study like short-term courses, and you'll also get like credit for that. And that's like really fun to study at NYU. And also like there's opportunities like are really good because like as like in studying at NYU Shanghai, you will learn Chinese. You will also have known English. You will also have like known global standards and stuff like that. So like there is good chance that you'll get hired because you have multiple languages, and you are part of the biggest network in I would say biggest network of universities, because like not a single university has like 15 campuses throughout the world. So that's really fun. And there is one thing called handshake in NYU. That means like there are some people that go scouting on NYU's handshake. That's like a LinkedIn, but you just choose, you just post your only NYU related things in handshake, and scouts like workers, employers throughout that handshake might hire you if they find you not like worthy for that position in their job, in their company. So yeah, you'll just have like a good chance to get good job, and that's it. If you send now, like uh, tomorrow is not working day, that's like will be day in Wednesday or something. You're out score. Extracurricular activities is like basically networking or taking initiatives. You gotta have like you gotta have good networking if you just want to have good extracurricular activities. Like sometimes you gotta do nationwide activities, or you gotta do like that kind of research. And if you just need research, then you gotta go to ask your local university professors about like, can you just mentor me for that research? Or if you just want foreign universities, like how can I say, like foreign university professors, then you just gotta spam their how can I say, like directs. Please, you just gotta beg them, because like I even text 25 like professors per day, and I would just hear back from two or three. That's how it's gonna work. You just gotta, how can I say, like, you just gotta text them like really, really like a lot. You gotta spam their email. You gotta spam their inbox, and some of them might reply. And if they reply, you just gotta make use of that opportunity. And yeah, for research, it's like that. For internship, you just gotta have your networking. You just gotta go to, for example, if you just want to make internship in NBU, for example, National Bank of Uzbekistan, you just gotta go to their office and ask, "Can I just intern in your office? I'm just interested in that." You just gotta show your passion. I'm just interested in that or that or that, and you just gotta go and ask their approval. Can I just like intern here for 4 weeks, for example, 4 weeks for a month? I don't need any payment. I just want to like learn how the things work in your bank. I'm really interested. Or you just gotta go to government organizations. So yeah, basically like this. Bunaqa darajaga endi sizni darajangizga erishmaganmiz hali, lekin bilmadim. Endi yaxshi o'qish kerak, yaxshi harakat qilish kerak iloji boricha. Keyin shunaqa darajaga erishamiz, lekin shu daraja ham siz darajangizdagidek bo'lolmaydi lekin. As I said, like my major is economics. I'm like thinking about double majoring in data science, economics with data science probably. So yeah. So like yeah, there's I mean here in transcript is it a separate place I have to submit? Uh, I guess yes. You just gotta go here to high school transcripts, official or unofficial. Then you just gotta send, or I guess like you just gotta upload it through the space if they are given. Yeah, yeah. You gotta upload it. Oh yeah. Okay. Gmail.com is like it's not corporate. There is one thing called corporate Gmail address. So corporate means like for example, your school. In the US, it's like this. So there are some universities that does not accept gmail.com academic, how can I say, like um, gmail.com counselor accounts recommendation letter, counselor accounts. So how is it gonna work? Like corporate address means they'll not have, for example, my Gmail address is sa9154 that a nyu.edu. So mine is not gmail.com, it's the nyu.edu, because my institution is nyu.edu. For example, if you study at presidential school, then for example my presidential school, then my email should be something like career counselor dot a samps.com or samps.edu, something like this, not gmail.com. Gmail.com is like suspicious, you like they just recommend it to be, how can I say, like a corporate email address. So your school should have corporate email address. In reality they should, but in ideally they should have, but in reality, like I guess like 90% of schools and universities doesn't have that kind of thing. But we gotta make that, like we gotta like spend some money, like only not remote, just sınıf fondu, makulatura, and that kind of things. Like maybe we can spend some money on corporate Gmail addresses as well. Like they'll just give so much advantage for every student, not only like school administration, for every student. That like we just gotta make our like schools more digital instead of like using kundalik.com or that kind of things. So career opportunities, there are really good career opportunities actually. So if you just study away at NYU Abu Dhabi for one semester, you can get Abu Dhabi Golden Visa. That means like you can get Abu Dhabi Golden Visa for 10 years. That means like there is like hierarchy of workers. For example, this one is like usual worker that graduated from normal university and has like some knowledge. That also decent. But if you get Golden Visa, like you're up, like you are just one step up from that normal university like thing. If you have golden visa, that means you are more credited, you are more accredited person, and with that you can make more. You can make like 25-30% more working in Abu Dhabi, in working Abu Dhabi in UAE. I don't know about NYU because I didn't research about that. I just heard about Abu Dhabi only about that recently, and that's it. But you can also work in China. If you just ask the university, they'll just give you like 2 or 3 years working thing in China, and you can work here in China like JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley, those kind of things, that kind of like finance company. But like, I'm not gonna lie, but NYU Shanghai's finance and business is like much better than, I guess, like maybe 80% of, maybe 90% of like universities throughout the world. Like, cause like NYU Shanghai's business and finance is really good. It's like one of the best in Asia, maybe like best. I don't know. So yeah. That's why like we have the NYU Shanghai's career opportunities are really good. Like there are sometimes career fairs happens in university itself. So there are some hirings, like things like Asian Bank, maybe JP Morgan. Like recently, the JP Morgan came, and Goldman Sachs, that kind of like finance corporations. They might come to NYU Shanghai and choose some students to, like as their intern first, and after that internship, they may just get full-time employment in that kind of like really good companies. Yeah. Like you may apply to NYU Abu Dhabi and make your NYU Abu Dhabi first choice, and then just go with NYU Shanghai second choice. That might also work, but that's for sure gonna like decrease your chances, because like you are just choosing Abu Dhabi first as a first thing and NYU Shanghai as a second. But if your primary aim is NYU Shanghai, then just go with NYU Shanghai. But the process of applying to NYU Abu Dhabi and Shanghai is similar. Yeah, similar. For sure, early decision, you might like you have a chance to get better scholarship. You have a higher chance to get accepted. Yeah, I can say these two. You have a higher chance to get accepted, and also you have a higher chance to get more scholarship. Yeah, simply like this. Because you can do more things in till really regular decision deadline. Because like regular decision, early decision too, deadlines are on the same date. So yeah, if it's like this, then you just gotta go with early decision too. So I mean, like, no. Like NYU Shanghai is like academically the most. It's like the academically the most like hard campus to study is NYU Shanghai. It's like about programs. If it's like economics or finance, NYU Shanghai is better. If it's like, how can I say, like engineering or data science or that kind of AI things, then NYU Abu Dhabi is better than NYU Shanghai. Like that's like kind of based on what you want to study. And also, NYU Shanghai is much hard. It's much harder than NYU Abu Dhabi and NYU Shanghai. Like that's how, as far as I know, it's like this because like study away students coming from NYU main campus and NYU Abu Dhabi say that like it's really hard to study here. Like they're just failing some of their subjects because like they're not getting their grades good, even though they're like studying at they were initially like students of New York City or New York Abu Dhabi. So yeah, that's like hard because like requirements of Chinese and requirements of like those kind of studies and NYU Shanghai is like a little bit harder than those universities like NYU Abu Dhabi and NYC. I applied ET1 last year. Last year, not this year. Do you think data science? Yeah, data science is like for sure. Data science and analytics, especially in AI, like AI track. If you just be like data scientist and build up a decent AI, then I guess like you are set like for your next eight generations. You will just make $1 billion and your next like eight generations will enjoy this. Yeah. Yeah, no problem for response. Yeah. There is international relationships. Like, but you gotta start with like different things. RD RD results will be like, released in April, but RD deadline is in December, uh, January 1st. Yeah, like right after New Year. So yeah. I studied at Samarkand Presidential School. Simply Presidential School. So if you guys like have some more questions, then just feel free to drop some questions in comment sections. But if you just don't have any, maybe we can just wrap the thing up. Oh, actually, like I don't know what made me to be accepted, but I think like my academics was really good because like I had 1530 SAT, three A stars, three A's from A level, AS levels, like first half of A levels that time, and I predicted three A stars from A levels, but I got only three A's because I'm stupid. I'm not good enough to get A stars, so that's it. So I guess like academic side of me was good, and also my extracurriculars and honors was decent as well, I guess. Do you have SAT and IELTS? I had 1530 SAT. So my SAT score like 740 English, 790 math. My IELTS was like 7.5, but like I just got it like really far, like really long time ago, and that's like already expired. My IELTS score is expired. So my IELTS score was like 8.5 reading, 8.5 listening, 7.5 speaking, and 5.5 writing. I don't know what was like wrong with my writing, but yeah, that was like a little about this. No. I got like it in third or something try because like I just did super score. Third or fourth. I don't know. I just like didn't even count my attempts. I know like you know you just gotta go with like I just had one SAT score and that's it. If you like applied many times in Common App. Uh, IELTS score is important. Like NY Abu Dhabi is not gonna care much about your SAT score. Like last time in the group they just said that your IELTS score should be more than 7.5, preferably 8, and every section of your score should be more than 8. For example, your how can I say, like your reading should be more than 8, writing should be more than 8, listening should be more than 8, and how can I say, like speaking should be more than 8. Like all the sections should be more than 8 for NYU Abu Dhabi. They asked this. They said this in the group. And yeah, if you don't have this, I advise, like I would recommend not to apply to that. I don't know about, like, I don't think every university has double majoring, but NYU, like any side of NYU has double majoring for sure. But like double majoring is good if you can handle the academic pressure, because like it's really hard to study. Because like you're just studying economics at the one end, and you're just studying AI at the one end, computer science at the one end. That's like really hard. That's like you just gotta be like really academically strong. No, I won a full tuition scholarship from NYU Shanghai, and I also won early intermediate scholarship. So if I just my scholarship was like 67K. That means like if the tuition here is 67.5, then you can just calculate, like I have more 1.5K more. So yeah. I don't have a service. You just gotta go reach out to unlock admissions, and they'll just pair you with me. I don't think it's good for aerospace engineering. Like if you're considering aerospace engineering, you can just go to apply to Saudi Arabia universities. But I'm not sure about aerospace engineering. But engineering is good, not about aerospace though. The compact, like the whole score is recommended to be more than 8, and each section should be more than 7. Each section should be more than 7. 7 or more than 7. Like basically this, like I'm just planning to do semester away at uh, NYU's Florence campus, like it's in Italy. So I will just be able to visit like Germany, Switzerland. Like it's like really cool. If you just consider, like it's really cool. Like it's basically, how can I say? It's basically like you just finish your classes. You don't have classes in Friday, so you just go, like you just finish your classes in Thursday, and you just pack your things and you just go to Switzerland, and you just go to like mountains, like it's really good scenic areas, and you just go and chill there. Like that's really fun. That's really fun. And that's why, like I'm just planning to go to Italy for study away one semester, and I just want to have a real fun there. I just want to visit maybe like Switzerland for one weekend, Germany for one weekend, and that's really fun, I guess. Oh yeah, Hong Kong University of Science and Technology is for sure better, I guess, because like it's with its name is Science and Technology, so science is like more, I guess, like is more focused in there. Is it? No, it's not the same for NY Shanghai. They don't have like such recommendation or requirement. So yeah. No. That means like for NYU Shanghai, you can take at most of 18 credits per semester. That means like 5 courses at most. So you gotta choose your courses wisely if you want to uh, do double major, and that's it. So we'll just have like 8 more minutes of conversation if you guys like have any question. So basically, I'm thinking about like studying in NYU Shanghai for 2.5 semesters, 2.5 years. Because if I just study here for 2.5 years, then that means like I will be able to study one whole year for study away at another 2 sites. And I'm also planning to do like research semester. That means like I gotta apply for that. That's not like like I said, like that's not guaranteed, but you gotta apply for research semester. You just gotta go with your research project, and you just gotta say that I just want to do research in other campus with that professor, and they might give you one more semester to study in one of the other like that things. Yeah, as I said, like I'm just planning to do one study away semester at New York City. or NYU like Abu Dhabi. I'll see. And one at Italy maybe. I'll just go like to Italy and just go to Florence. I'll just go to, as I said, like Switzerland one weekend, Germany one weekend, Netherlands one weekend, and I think that that's really cool because like you are just studying at one of the top universities, and you are also traveling a lot. Like you are just traveling freely, and that's like really fun way to live the life. So like I just went to the office. I just went to the Illutimate office, and I just said that like I just was accepted at university to NYU Shanghai, and they just said like why that university? Because I just said like that was the good university in the location I want, in the location like I want, like China, because like that's really improve, like that's like I can say like that's really developed country, and the technology and all the things are here is good. So that's why I just said like I just want to go to China, and they just said like which major you want to major in. I just said like economics and why. And there was like one economics guy, like one economics responsible one, like that one guy responsible for economics affairs. And I just talked with, he just yapped at me like for 15 minutes, and I just yapped at him like for 15 minutes, and that's how it went. Like I just like was there with Elliot for 20 minutes, and that's how it went. Uh, I was lucky because like I didn't receive maneviyat savalı. Like they just didn't ask me like, please, uh, please just go with Sirkiosh and like just sing the Sirkiosh in poet. Sirkiosh Shirkul Vatiber. They just didn't say that, so I was just lucky. Like they just didn't say that, and just get the tutor and play that for me. Just play any Uzbek musics. Yeah, thanks God they didn't say that. I guess I guess 8 studying in NYU Shanghai, like, because some of the guys here, like, they just come to campus at around like maybe like 8 or 9, and they just leave the campus at around like 2 or 3 in the like midnight. So that's like really hard. Again, like I can say like that's really hard. Uh, I have my Instagram, but like yeah. If you just want to like see Shanghai related content, then I will just share it here in comment section, and you can just drop the. If you just can follow me, maybe. But I don't post much. Yeah, I don't post much. Like I'm not Instagram guy, so like I don't post. I don't put much stories. So yeah. But if you are still interested, then you can just go on. Oh, thank you, bro, as well. You're also amazing. I'm happy if the session was very beneficial. No. I guess like it's not possible. They might give, but like that's really rare. Like that's almost yeah. This year there was not like this. There was not case like this. Nobody like got a scholarship that covered books and health insurance. Because like health insurance is $5,000 here in Shanghai. I think like at most they'll cover full tuition. They'll cover full tuition at most. So if you guys just like have some more questions, just drop it. So I guess like we have 3 more minutes, and I'll just end the meeting. I have to go back to Uzbekistan for Ilir internship, but next year I'm just gonna ask, and I'm just gonna step to the office, Ilir office, and I'm just gonna ask like, please let me just do internship at the China, and I might like do an internship like in one of the economics or finance companies in China. I'm just planning that. Yeah, per semester you gotta pay 2.5K. Because like, but dormitory is like really good. It's so much convenient. Yeah. Inner to me the pace, but like it's so convenient. The dormitory is so convenient. Like, uh, you have all the things like you have laundry, like washing machine. You have private bathroom, private like bathroom, and you have private kitchen. You have private bed, private like how can I say like your own desk to do things. Your closet. and like view is really good. Like, my tower is like 29th floor, like it's consisting of 29 floors, and I'm at 22nd floor, like, and view from there that I can see like the entire city, and like that's so good. So it has a balcony. My dorm room has a balcony, and that's like so good. That's like so fun. That's not sus. Like that's not like that. I just didn't talk with them. I guess like the main reason they gave me scholarship was like I just got full tuition. I just mentioned that I got full tuition before that. I guess like that starting the session, the question and answer session with me. So I guess like if you guys don't have like any more question, I can just end the meeting right away. Or unlock support can do that to me because like yeah. Oh, so can just someone scream so unlock support can end the meeting? Yes. So thank you everyone for joining. So I guess like you guys found the session really helpful and beneficial. But yeah, I think you guys will succeed in your college application. And if you just need any help, any like admissions related help, just go with Unlock support for studying for applying abroad. They'll just help you like with almost literally everything. So yeah, you don't be arrogant. I don't be arrogant like and just say I will make it by myself. Like don't go like that. Just go with Unlock support and just like tell them you need support. If your profile isn't that good, don't be like so arrogant. Don't be like so kibar and say I'm good enough to be accepted by myself. If your profile is not good, but if you think you are really really good, then just apply by yourself. But if you need professional help, then just go with Unlock. So I guess like that's basically it about me. So thank you guys for joining as well. And if Unlock is scheduling another session with me, I'll just see you guys. Till then, yeah, ciao.